So my OBS kept crashing. That was fun. We're live again. Hello, friends. Back to this. It still looks like shit. Whatever. I'm gonna have to roll with it at this point. We'll do over the... Bitch. Better... Awesome. Okay. That works. We got a Bauer Lite. I'm not gonna let anything else stop me from opening this damn thing and getting through with it. Because at this point, I am incredibly frustrated with the digitized world that we live in and all the problems that come with it. Because why does things not work? Ooh, it's shaped like the Bauer. If anyone's familiar with any of the Bauers, Bauer Lights, all that, they all have this distinct curve. Bless me. Open. Open. Salami. Cute. Reminds me of like old Game Boys. With the transparent plastic with the faded coloring. That's really cute. I guess the feet go on last. Made in the USA. That has an interesting smell to it. I don't know how I feel about that. But hey, injection molded plastic. Back to 1950s mode. We're gonna put the case to the side real quick. What's in here? We've got, oh, another plate. And an accessory kit in here. Is this another PCB? Huh. It is. Okay. Didn't know the client got two. Oh, there are the gaskets. And the screws and associated Allen keys. This is owner's manual. Interesting. Okay. Wow, this is incredibly detailed. Let me show you guys this. Okay. Well, goes through all the parts. Tells you what they are. Taco bumpers is funny. Ooh. Pour on isolation strips, plate foam. And then they have a build guide just straight up in here. Start with your stabilizers. Then your plate. Oh no, PCB standoffs. I don't know how I feel about that. It's basically advising the use of standoffs so that the PCB does not fall in during the process of removal and integration of switches. Which I guess is a point, but like I've never been a fan of standoff PCBs just because of how rigid they end up being. Ooh. Wait a minute. The plate has to be broken with pliers, or is that part of the... No, yeah, that's part of the plate. Where's the plate? Okay, so that's enter. Yeah, so this is enter. This is backspace. I think, if I'm reading this correctly, or am I blind? I might be a little blind here. Wait, no, because stabilizer here, that would be enter. I don't know why there's a stabilizer over here. Am I blind? How's the damn plate at? I was right, but it was upside down. So you're meant to clip this to give you full backspace. What about the plate this guy bought separately? Do I have to do that too? It's upside down. Oh yeah, it has the same thing. Okay, well. Guess I'll be getting flush cutters at some point. Cool. Genuinely a cool feature, but not something that I see a lot of people genuinely taking advantage of. What else is in here? Oh, gaskets and screws. Okay. All that goes together. We're gonna be using plate foam. Try to get it nice and bouncy. I guess we'll use this plate, even though it's the same plate. Yeah, those are exact same plates. Why did this plate combo? It's the same. Whatever. So we got duplicates of things. So we got 2 PCBs, 2 plates, 2 sets of bump-ons. That's interesting. Might as well get a whole nother Bauer kit at that point. Alright, I'll hold on to this little booklet, because that is going to tell me how to freaking put this thing together. And we are going to get started with our stabilizers. Now, this is a 7U board fixed. I don't know if there's a solder version, but at least this hot swap version is fixed 7U on the space bar. And then it has split right shift, so you only need 4 total stabs. That'll be left shift, space bar. Ooh. Well, it isn't broken, so that's very good. Okay. Wait a minute. This is injection molded. Are there thread inserts? Did they commit a sin? Okay, no, they didn't. They put thread inserts. Guys, there are metal thread inserts in the plastic. I can confirm. Shout out to Omnitype on that one. Wonderful execution. Because I would have been really peeved if there were no cutouts. I want this. Is it going this way? I guess it is. Would imply that this goes this way. Right? The keyboard no longer wants to fit. Which doesn't make any sense to me, because it came together like this, but... Ooh, it's a nice little snap into position. Bro, why is this thing not... Hello, sorry for bothering. I don't have promotion of your channels. How do I... Babe, are you in a position to mod that? Because what the... I'm good. I'm very good. I don't want any bots or any other bullshit. Please get out of here, bot. I don't know how to fucking mute. How do I... Babe, can you, like, move this gentleman into the abyss? Thank you. Okay. We're just, not gonna force it, since this thing doesn't want to go in whatsoever. Just gonna place it softly. Leave it like that. Put it off to the side. I need to lube stabilizers. I will be right back. I had to move my car, as parking in New York is such a joy. Let me put on some music. All right. Oh wait, this isn't gonna be through system. Let's go sound settings. Okay. Cool. This is a nice song. Let's bump it down a little bit. For anyone who didn't hear me before, first time, this is a 7U fix setup. That's just how the Bauers come, at least in our case with the hot swap. I'm not sure if there is a soldered version, but if there is, probably has better layout options. But this is all what we need for today. How bad does this look? Does it look better if I zoom out? There's just something in my setup that just isn't happy today, I guess. Didn't used to look this bad. Whatever. I will figure that out at a later date when I have a bit more time to figure that out. For now, we ball. If it wasn't obvious, I'm just making separate piles of each item as I lube them in sequence. So it's best to just separate them now, and then we get at it. All right, 448, 448, and then 4 wires. Damn, I just realized there's a lot that has not been catched up on in this stream. Those who don't follow my personal socials, I caught up on. Thanks for the clarification. Okay, so people who don't follow me on personal socials, by the way, there's an ad up in a minute for anyone who is not subscribed. So sorry. But yeah, so I had a car accident in December. I'm alive. And I have a different car now. That's your title and what you're building don't match. Crap, did I not change my stream info? Ah, man, and it wasn't my fault. There we go. Awesome. Thanks for catching me up on the title thing. I didn't even process that. Been a while since I actually streamed, so Car accident was his fault. No, it wasn't. Don't let him lie to you. Was not my fault. Definitely was not my fault. But I'm alive, and I have a better car now. So. Ad break going on for those who are not subscribed. Next time, don't let it rain. Literally, just gonna tell Mother Nature to cut the shit. But I am very happy with my new acquisition. It is a Audi A3 3.2. For anyone who's familiar with VAG cars, you know that that means it's got the 3.2 liter VR6 and the 6-speed DSG. So, nice, direct, relatively quick shifts. I'll probably get a TCU tune soon, but just stock. It's a nice putter, and it do be going. And it's also all-wheel drive, so something comfortable in New York, especially in the winter, on some nice snow tires. May I say though, being a newly moved over to the Euro side of things, fuck wheel bolts. I know they have their advantages, but fuck wheel bolts. All I had to say. Ads ending in 20 seconds. Other than that, life's been pretty alright. Still at the same job. My girlfriend gets prettier by the day. And we vibe. Okay, ad break over. Alright. Let us resume. Who was driving? And follow-up question, did someone hit you? God was driving. Jesus had taken the wheel. And no, I did not hit anyone, thank God. You know, that would have been worse. So it's a good thing I didn't hit someone. Keep that in mind. Better be careful. I'm building your keyboard. And you're gonna get this thing back in pieces. Yeah, I'm gonna use olive oil. I'm just gonna drown the fucking shit. I'm gonna have a single key register. Be wondering why. Oh, if anyone wasn't, if I hadn't brought this up earlier, but XHT BDZ, this one is courtesy of Space Cables. Doesn't really matter where you get it. It's just a Krytox lube, a really thick one that's nice for stabilizers. I wouldn't use it on switches personally, but that's to your personal discretion. Yeah, I'm losing in transit, all right. Lose it out the damn window. I am excited to type on this. I know where you live and I can fight and you can't. See, where you can fight, I can run you over. I got a new car now, so. Oh my God, bro. Give me a second. My dad keeps calling me. Oy, oy, oy. Ah! Whoops. Babe, I'm gonna call you right back. How long have I been muted for? Have I been muted for a while? I forgot to unmute. That's my bad. Since your call, that makes sense. Yeah, I was talking shit about you guys jumping me. And I was saying that, what else did I say? Listen, my driving is amazing when rain isn't a factor. So I'll definitely hit you. And damn, I said my whole did I say my disclaimer before the call to Twitch that I'm kidding? Did that come out loud? Okay. No, basically, granted, I don't think anyone's going to be checking this, but for the record, this is my older brother, and this is banter between my older brother, me, and my girlfriend. I wish no ill will or actual harm to him, even though I'm clearly making jokes about running him over with my car, but we're kidding. She's kidding too. You should sue. Let's get a bag. You couldn't hurt me if you tried. No, I can't. My car can. See, this is when you're skinny and lanky like me, you use tools. When you don't have the physical strength, you use tools. Glock is crazy. Glock is crazy. Oh my god. When he's the motherfucker who lives in New Jersey, I don't even got access to these things. You or my car? What are you, Iron Man? You're gonna duck and weave this fucking 3,800-pound Volkswagen Golf? Alright. Ah! I dropped the wire. Do you have anything else coming in, by the way, Joey? Any other keyboards, keycap sets, anything? Anything new? Because obviously I'm stocked up a little bit. I have, I think I have the olive monokai, the QK65, and the purple monokai, which I can't remember the name of, the Jaguar or whatever. But I don't know if you have anything new coming in lately. Keycaps, I have like 4 to 5 more coming. Don't know when. Okay, cool. Also, why did you buy duplicate PCB and plate for this board? You bought the exact same plate and PCB that comes in the kit already. You just bought 2 of them. Keyboards, I think just a polycarb one from a while back. Oh, the Loki. I have no idea when that thing is shipping. I wonder when that's coming in, actually. That's going to be a really fun one. I've been talking about that one for months. That is a, I think it's going to be CNC polycarbonate, I think is the big selling point of that one. I hope that they're able to bring it. I don't know what the situation is in their development and their production and all that, but I hope everyone gets their boards and then it comes out as nice as it seems. Okay, this song feels really no. I can't believe I let that play for so long. let's see. Is this any better? No. I'm just hoping that for whatever reason that camera just decides to start looking like it used to again, because I didn't change anything about it. Literally the exact same setup, haven't changed it off its stand, everything's still plugged in. Like I don't know anymore. I really don't. Damn, tolerances of TXs. Ah! Fuck. I dropped the frickin' stem. Come on. Come on. Get in the hole. I'm fighting with the stem in my palm. Just because I'm trying not to get lube all over myself right now. And really frustrating. There we go. Now it's standing upright. There we go. Adrian and his plans. Okay, so I guess this is probably the best time to mention that I'm making a new YouTube channel. It is called EVoMVP, which stands for Motorworks. And I will be including my work and plans on my new A3, funnily dubbed A3N, because it's an Audi A3. And to be honest, it's the cutest name that my girlfriend and I could think of that we both liked. So A3N will be getting a sequence of maintenance and upgrades over the next few months. It's not going to be the most involved, consistent thing, as nothing that I'm involved in does. I mean, you guys have seen here with my keyboard content. Kind of just do it when I can. So it's mostly going to be about, you know, just working on an old Audi A3, especially considering I can't find any really consistent, relevant content on the matter. It's kind of a pain in the ass to try and figure out ways in which to improve on the car when it feels like nobody else has taken the time to figure that out. So, already in the works, new front suspension, new rear suspension, so that's replacing shocks, shock assemblies. I'm gonna be reusing stock springs, but new Bilstein B4s, front aluminum knuckles, full rear control arm, I guess I should say control, full replacement of my rear control arms. Eventually down the line, I want to do rear aluminum knuckles. The car has front and rear aluminum subframes, which is good. That's actually rare for that gen. So it's got a lot of goodies. I'm just trying to keep the weight down and then keep the car comfortable. So interior will remain mostly stock, new steering wheel, new shift knob, Otherwise, slowly converting it to all black interior eventually, as currently it's black on silver. So black dash steering wheel, everything else is kind of gray. But I'm gonna keep the engine and drivetrain stock. I'm gonna do a TCU tune, try and get the shifts better, and then I'm also gonna get a Haldex tune so that all-wheel drive is more enabled. Because for those who are unaware of the Haldex all-wheel drive system found in the Mark IV R32s, Mark V R32s, Mark 6 Rs, and so on and so forth. It is a front-wheel drive biased system where, depending on which generation of Haldex you have, because there's like 4 or 5 at this point. Oh yeah, shout out exclamation point socials for anyone who wants to keep up with any updates on my car, on me. My social media profiles are available. I will obviously the main stuff that you guys need to see in terms of content and all that will be posted to EVoMVP on my Instagram as well as on my Twitter. My personal Instagram is private, so I'm not really accepting. I will add my car YouTube, actually. I should do that. I already have it made, so I might as well. Even though there's no content or anything on it yet. I should add that to my link tree. But yeah, for anyone who wants to keep up with content-wise, you can follow me on EVoMVP on Instagram and Twitter. My personal Instagram is private. Please don't try to follow me there. And yeah, we're vibing. But the car, like I said, it's mostly going to be an OEM plus build. So Bilstein B4s, I'm gonna get 034 or 034 Motorsport mounts for the engine and trans, as well as the dog bone mount. My thing is handling, so I'm gonna be doing incremental steps in improving the handling of the car, starting with the new shocks all around, followed by the rear control arms, and the while I do the shocks, I'm going to be replacing the front knuckles to aluminum, trying to keep down its sprung weight, and I'll hopefully have a nicely maneuvering little hot hatch. And with that being said, we are done with lubing stabilizers. But yeah, the most important thing for me in the future, after I get these shocks installed, the car kind of doesn't really need anything. It's only 63,000 miles, gotten from the original owner. Just need to take care of it and just let it drive me everywhere, because it doesn't really need anything. So yeah, it's gonna be more of a matter of doing small incremental changes as I continue to drive it, as I see fit, and my wallet sees fit, to be honest with you, because there's only so many car parts I can afford. So yeah, a lot of plans, but as of right now, the only things that are concrete are front and rear shocks, Bilstein B4s like I mentioned, the front aluminum knuckles, and the rear control arms. Later on, MagnaFlow catback exhaust, TCU tune, Haldex tune, because as I was trying to mention before with the Haldex all-wheel drive system, because it's front-wheel drive biased, most of the time your car is just a front-wheel drive little hatchback. It's nothing special. It isn't until the car detects any type of slippage that it'll send more torque to the rear. So it's usually around 95 to 5% or 90% 10% split between front wheel drive and all and rear wheel, between the front wheels and the rear wheels. Thank you, Elvin, I process English. And so with that torque split, it is technically an all-wheel drive system, but you're basically just driving a front wheel drive car until it detects slip. I'd rather just have the car be an all-wheel drive for the most part, or at least send more torque to the rear. So I'll probably do like a 30-70 split if I could do that with a Haldex tune. That way I have a little bit more forgiveness in terms of just everyday driving and not just in the matter of when I actually need it. So I'm pretty sure the next step of the build guide is just to put my switches and stuff. Oh no, the standoffs. Okay, so stabilizers, and then we have standoffs, which Okay, how do you attach the standoffs? Okay, so these are the socket head screws. Do they have pictures of them? Oh wait. T10 Torx countersunk, T6 Torx socket head. Okay, so they're just straight up different sizes, T6 and T10. That's smart of them, so you can't mix them up. That also means that the standoffs only go on one way. I guess part of the selling point of this is that it's beginner friendly, so it makes sense that they would do it that way. Okay, so first we need the T6s. Wait, no, these are T6, no? No, that's T10. Wait, what? That's okay. Oh, they're the same thread pitch anyway, so I guess it technically doesn't matter. Yo, what the frick is this song? Nope. Bye-bye. I'm so confused though. Alright guys. Here's my confusion. It says right here. Where's the best focus? Right there. T6 Torx socket head. T10 Torx countersunk. This is countersunk. And it's T6. So why is the T6 countersunk and the T10 with the cap head, which is this thing, like why are those reversed? Cap head's supposed to be T6. Like I'm so confused. I'm reading that correctly. T10 Torx countersunk. T6 Torx socket head. Bless me. Are there any other screws in this? No. Am I? I've got to be on something. Wait. What? Thank you, babe. Okay. There's some screws in here, but I don't... These are rubber. Never mind, those are plugs. Those aren't even screws. Okay, so... Now what the hell do I do? Because the instructions say T6, T10. They're right here. Socket head screws, T10. Countersunk screws, T6. Wait, what? Oh. Well, I just found a mess up here. T10 Torx countersunk, T6 Torx socket head. T10 socket head, T6 countersunk. Someone fucked up. Anyways, I will send that over to Omnitype and see what they say about that, but that's a fuck up. Okay, so the T10s go from the bottom. The T6 countersunk go from the top with the plate on. And that's why they're countersunk, so that the plate works. So these go into these little slots here. Oh, let me show that. So there's these little holes here, another one there, another one there. That's what these go into. Ugh. None of this is magnetic, so it's kind of a pain. No! Stay on there, damn it. Alright, how about this? We are gonna put the screw in the hole from the bottom. we are gonna hold said screw. And then we're just gonna thread this on top. There we go. Guys, for anyone that might be replicating this at home, don't torque on this. I'm using the tall end. I don't want leverage on this. Like, I mean, just like that. That's it. Snug. Done. That's interesting that I found a defect in the... Well, I guess it's a typo, not a defect. But that's interesting that I found a typo in that. And I'm surprised that... I'm assuming someone else has had to have brought this up by now, right? Like, there's no way that I was just the first person to notice that. I'm sure Omnitype has probably addressed that by now. So this is both a top mount and a gasket mount keyboard at once, which is very interesting. What is this, like, horror music? No. Alright, let's see what this is. Really? Well, focus up. There we go. Part of the reason I like using my overhead camera is because it, what's the word? It, autofocuses. There you go. My brain just lapsed for a second. This camera's manual focus. That's the only way I can get it to work anyways with the video function, because it's an older Nikon camera, right? It's a Nikon D7100. Only way I can really get it to work. So I'm just gonna continue putting the screws up through the standoff holes from the bottom. Might be able to see this poke through in a second. There you go. So once that's made contact on top, I just thread the standoff itself in my fingers. Since everything's just brand new, small little machine screws, they're pretty easy to thread on, to be honest. And just hold the top with my thumb for enough leverage so that it doesn't just spin. And then catch. There you go. Snug. And then I got one more standoff to do. I can't get over that typo. It had me thinking that I was insane. Like, the countersunk screws are not T10. Oh, we got an ad break in 1 minute and 18 seconds for anyone unsubscribed at home watching, which I very much appreciate. But yeah, you're gonna get hit with an ad in a second. Well, 1 minute and 8 seconds to be exact. Okay, that is almost all the standoffs. One more. Last one is in the bottom center by the space bar next to the Bauer logo. Okay, so next we're going to put on our plate with our plate foam. Then we're going to test our stabs. Come on, stop. Like, the heads are really shallow because these are small screws, so like this just kind of falls off sometimes. Alright. Get our plate foam, our plate, and then we can get some switches, which I haven't mentioned live. It's part of the exclamation point build, but they're Boba U4Ts. Easy enough. Okay. Where do I have? You know what? I'm gonna get some flush cutters to cut the tab for the full space backspace. All right. Officially got some flush cutters. This is straight from the Bauer instructions for anyone wondering. You snip these ends off. They're meant to be snipped. And then you have a full space backspace. There you go. Interesting instructions, but hey, nobody to judge. And then we gotta put the T10 or T6 countersunks in. They're countersunk because there's a recess in the plate for them. See that? It just goes into the top of each standoff. Again, these are tiny machine head screws, guys. Snug them up and leave them alone. Don't do yourself any disservices. Don't make it harder for you than it has to be. Let's see. Babe, I'm gonna call you back. I gotta call my mom real quick, actually. My mother just isn't picking up the phone? Awesome. It's just straight banter between siblings. I would not judge anyone, by all means, whoever wants their keyboards built however which way. Because I am open to commissions if people do want a keyboard built. I probably should have read the text that said it was optional initially, but that's my fault for being caught up on M6 and M10s and all that crap. I wonder how rigid that... Ooh, actually? There's like no give. To be fair, Omnitype has some great engineers, so I'm sure they figured all that out, but... That's crazy. We should probably start testing these over here. Just putting switches in, forgetting about the fact that I still have stabilizers that are untested. Okay, both the legs are through on that one. He replied. You tell me what he wants to do. Not yet. Really hoping he picks standoffs, but of course, if he chooses otherwise, we'll switch over. It's not my board. But to be fair, he's my brother, so I might just force him to rock it with standoffs. Just to make my life a little bit easier. Damn. Freaking switch containers. Alright, well for now I only need one more switch anyways. This is just for testing purposes. Okay. Let's get the CRPs and the ABCs and the stuff and things. Alright, now I need to find 7U. Is this 7 or 6? This is 7. First try. Nice. Okay. A good left shift. Enter. Now I need a backspace. That's a split backspace. Is that a full size? That is a full size backspace. Let's go. Alright, I found everything I needed. Alright, guys. Let's cut the music and have you guys listen to this. Gotta take off this gate. There we go. A little bit on the right side for spacebar. Left shift sounds perfect to me. I'm hearing a faint tick on left side enter, so we got left enter, right spacebar, right? Yeah, a little bit on the right. Okay, so left enter, right, sorry. Yeah, left enter, right spacebar. We're gonna add a little bit more loop. Okay, yeah, da da da. And for those who haven't seen this before, basically I'm gonna enter in at this little top point here, at the back of the stabilizer. So you just pull the stabilizer out, fully extend it. That little white dot you're seeing right there and right there, those are the back of the wires. So all I'm gonna do is put the needle in there. This is Cartox 205 grade 0, and just go at it. I put way too much in there, so we're gonna wipe that down. But you guys get the idea. Where did the napkin I had go? Napkin acquired. We're gonna wipe down that excess. Okay, did that, and then I did a right side of spacebar, right? Yeah. Okay. Like that. Let's check enter again. Oh. Why are you not returning now? Oh no, wait a minute. Did that? Wait, what? Nothing wrong with the stab at all. I thought I pulled the stab out with the way that it wasn't. Oh, I did pull the stab out, but not the way that I thought I did. There we go. That reminds me. I missed a very important step to TX stabs. Because it's been a while since I've used TX stabs. These little guys are meant to hold in your stabs for when you're pulling stuff in and out, so that what just happened to me doesn't happen to you. So let's switch back over. I know that the stabs are good, so I'll put my noise gate back up and we can put our music back on. So you just got these small little pieces of what I call toast. They go in between the little triangles at the top of each stabilizer. See that gap there? You're gonna fill that gap. And that's gonna push out the two tips so that they basically are a friction fit due to that expansion into the PCB. Nothing too complicated, just tedious. Done it a few times on the channel. Please do go check out previous VODs if you're into custom keyboards. I'm into that. into gaming, I'm into cars. I'm going to be shortly adding my car YouTube channel to my link tree, but you could probably already find it through my other channels. I gotta check if I already linked it to my other channels, because it should be, it's all on the same account, so it should all be linked. I just don't remember if I actually linked it like on the profiles. Going around the board, filling those gaps. So that I can't pop out more stabs. I'm a pro at this shit. Oh yeah. I used to hate these things. I used to use pliers. Kind of just used to it by now. Last one. There you go. All right, now that that's all back together, let's make sure that this still works. That sounds amazing. All right, let's continue with the rest of the build, shall we? I'm gonna put the spare screws in this little screw bag. I'm probably gonna need them later for the daughter board, I'd assume. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, I don't want to lose anything, so I'd rather just keep them aside. But since I have more of the socket cap screws left over than I do spare of the M6 countersunk, I'm assuming the M10 socket cap are going to be what hold down the PCB in the board, which I'm hoping also has metal thread inserts, because threading into plastic over time is just going to degrade it, and it's just kind of a bad way to go about doing things. My mic pointed at me? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. I need to get a new stabilizer for my mic. If anybody has good stabilizer recommendations, leave them down in the comments, or if you're here live in chat. A lot of people like to watch these long format content pieces on YouTube after the fact, so hey, if you're out there and you know a really nice, affordable, I only make so much money and I live in New York, affordable microphone stabilizer, let me know, because this one, the wire is always popping out of the guides and the whole thing. Also, there are some white U4Ts. They're the same thing, same spring rate. I'm just trying to use all the black ones for consistency's sake, and then if I run out of blacks, I'll use the white ones. Oh, if I haven't spoken much on it, but I really do love these switches. If you can get a set of Gazzew switches, do yourself the favor and do it. These aren't even lubed. They're just awesome. Guys, I'm so upset about my overhead camera. I don't want to unplug it because it might make my OBS crash again. If by chance, I mean, I'm hoping that I figure it out. I'm probably going to try and figure it out right after the stream, right after I eat dinner, but if anybody has any suggestions on what the hell to do about my overhead camera, what to check out, maybe it's my capture card, maybe there's some settings on it directly. I haven't touched it in months. I just turned it on like I always do and started up the stream. It doesn't usually look that bad, unless I'm just crazy and it's always looked that bad. Actually, is the lens dirty maybe? No, lens is squeaky clean. Nothing even changed on it. Let's see. I'm assuming it still looks trash. Yeah. No, there's no excuse for that. There's no way. Something's got to be up. There is absolutely no excuse for something like that. Yeah. Yeah, no. Definitely didn't used to have the 1950s cam. I definitely know my camera looked at least better than that. But hey, at least my overhead cam works. I mean, overhead. My over shoulder. Well, at least I've situated my dinner plans. I'm excited to get some halal food because that is always a nice heaping portion of food that will always hit the spot. Listen, if you want to know the weight of my heart, cough, cough, girlfriend, cough, cough. Combo of rice with pita bread, no salad, white sauce and hot sauce. Yep. Definitely the way to go. The way to a man's heart is through his stomach, and my stomach is large, so. I'm acting like my girlfriend has not loved me profusely for the year and 2 months that we've been together. Happy anniversary to us, by the way. That's another thing that's happened in the lapse of my streaming. We had our first anniversary. It was lovely. We went out to a nice restaurant and celebrated, and then thereafter, we finally got all our gifts because we were waiting on shipments, and we shared those across the Christmas break because we were both waiting on things to come from other countries because we just order stuff from other countries and we hate ourselves, I guess. Huh. Is this supposed to be like... Y'all see that? Maybe I tightened down some of the screws a little too much? I don't think that makes sense to me, maybe? Oh, these are all like... Oh, okay, that one was a little tight. All of these are just snug though. Let me try the tender one a little bit. Has that relaxed a bit? It has, but it's not enough to make me feel comfortable. Where's the M10 Allen? But yeah, my girlfriend and I got each other a myriad of gifts, and honestly, it was the funniest moment ever that when we finally did get a chance to exchange anniversary gifts, because again, like I said before, we were waiting on shipments to arrive and stuff. We got each other the same fake bouquet, and by fake bouquet, it's a paper bouquet. That we both ordered the exact same paper bouquet for each other. And then if that wasn't enough, we ordered the exact same card design for each other. Which is funny because both designs are from two different properties, so the card was Wall-E themed, and then the paper bouquet was Up themed. Disney Pixar's Up. And Wall-E, actually. Yeah, both Disney Pixar movies. That was a really funny moment. We just looked at each other. I just looked at her like, no, you didn't. And then I just kind of pulled out mine like, I got you the same thing. That was a really cute moment. Still don't know how that happened, but I'm glad it did. It was a nice, very nice moment. Okay, that's a little less bowed, but it's still kind of bowed. We are one, yes. We do be thinking alike. You know, the great of the minds be thinking a lot alike. But it is nice to feel that connection with someone to the point where we're getting each other the same fucking thing, which was still bizarre to this day because there were so many permutations of so many designs of things that we could have gotten, and both settled on the exact same one. Okay, I found that key. Open up VIA. Then, not to fake the funk, pull up VIA. Key tester, test matrix. It's fucking loud as shit. Oh, one switch down, one switch down. Oh wait, it's because of the layout. One second, I'm sorry guys. Let me configure. There we go. So this is workspace. This is should be this. Everything else is fine. Okay, if we go back to test matrix now, I don't actually think we're missing a switch. Oh, we are. We are still missing that switch. Okay. Ooh. Damn, that got folded like an omelet. All right, well, I'll try to fix that switch at a later date, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. That thing is absolutely wrecked. Let's put a new switch in there. Cool. Hey, she works. All right, so minus just one not working. You got a fully functional keyboard. Awesome. Let's put these. I'll wait for the switches. Let me actually put the daughter board in the housing. Check out the instruction book. Let's see what steps they like to give. Install your switches. Install donut bumpers on top housing. Okay. So our next step is this. So we have a bunch of rubber little bumpers that I thought were standoffs or screws, because they look like it, but obviously when you pull them out, they're rubber. And then those go into the top case. And then we have a gasket set up. All right. Let's get to that. Ad break in 1 minute and 30 seconds for anyone who is not subscribed. You might miss the final assembly. Just warning you now, if you want to consider subscribing and not miss anything, highly recommend it. All right. How many of these things are there? Install the 8 donut bumpers. Okay, so that's 6 on top, 2 on the bottom. The 2 on the bottom first, I guess. They just go into these little recessed holes along, yeah, you see, all along here. That's what they go inside. I guess you just press them in. Would be the only thing that makes sense to me. Okay. This is where I'm gonna have to disagree on the user friendliness of this, because damn, these things are small. Everything else has been incredibly user friendly besides the obvious typo, but these things are tiny, dude. Okay. I think I got one in. Yeah, that's one. The screen is black. Wait, what? My preview on OBS is still fine. Let me check Twitch. Oh, I don't have my keyboard connected. Come on. I sent you a screenshot. Give me 1 second, babe. I'm gonna check on my own Twitch preview. Okay. It's on your end, babe. My thing is, I can see it when I go to Twitch in my channel. So try restarting your stream. It's on now? Okay. Good. That was weird. I don't know why I did that to you. Or if that was for everybody and I'm just bugging. Because my preview hadn't changed on, Did I drop any frames? No, I didn't drop any frames. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Sorry, babe. Okay, now let's put the rest of these bumpers in. Dude. So yeah, these are these as I'm filling out these holes here. Overall, though, I gotta say I love the fin finish. Again, I don't think that these small little rubber pieces that are kind of a pain to get into their slots because of the, I mean, I guess you can use tweezers or something, but still. Because of the narrow passage and the fact that they're kind of a friction fit, even with tweezers, you're gonna have a hard time really getting them fully seated. I'm not having the worst time ever, but I also just wouldn't, I think a beginner would probably look at this and be like, why isn't this shit going in? Kind of used to having not difficulties, but like certain issues surrounding gaskets and bumpers and stuff. So like I'm not having an issue really. It's just, again, wouldn't consider it the most noob friendly thing to really deal with. Okay. Right, now it's all 8 across the board. 1, 2, and 6 across the top. Next up are the actual gaskets, which go on to the bottom shell. Hey, bro, you're back. We missed you, King. Oh. Also, earlier when I couldn't figure out how this goes in, it goes in upside down. I just forgot. That explains the cutouts. I'm an idiot for that one. Alright, let's get to gaskets now. So gaskets does... Okay, so you have gasket strips of associated sizes. So there's a long, medium, small, or small, medium, large, depending on which way you want to go about that. Oh, they came with a set of tweezers. How nice of them. Okay, let me do some midway cleanup. Put the switches away. I'll even put the broken one in there because I'll get to that later. I almost dropped both containers of switches. Now with that out of my way, I can put the spacebar back on too, actually. Don't know why. Don't remember why I took that off in the first place, but move that aside. Now let's pull out what I presume are pour-on gaskets. So that's generally what most people use. These. Okay, yeah, those are the incredibly long boys. And what are these super mega chonky thick ones? Huh? There's not super like thick gaskets. Unless those are extra. Okay, this is gonna be pretty light work after this. Okay. So this uses the okay. So these are those recessed sockets for the screws. They're metal. That's for the PCB for the daughter board. I'm glad they did that. And I don't know what the extra. Actually, these might just be extras. That might just be it. But all the gaskets that you need are on this sheet anyway, so don't worry about it too hard. Oh, let me. Put this in frame. Putting girls to sleep, do your thing. I was just wondering if you wanted to do standoffs or no standoffs. I proceeded with standoffs, but that can be changed. You also did buy a whole separate PCB and plate if you wanted to do an entirely different build without standoffs. I texted you about it when you get a chance to read it, basically. Oh, no, you did reply. You said you pick. Okay. Awesome. Sorry, I didn't get a notification for your text. Okay. Well, you've heard it here first, guys. The client said you pick 21 minutes ago. I just saw that, and I have picked standoffs. That makes my life a little bit easier. Not to rebuild the damn thing. Thank you, everyone who's been tuning in, especially my girlfriend who's been here since the first literal second. We are now about an hour and a half in. We are at the finish line. It's literally just gaskets, daughter board, done. This looks like it mounts for a weight, by the way. I don't know that it does. I'm curious to see what that comes up to later, but these are embossed sockets that would look to me like they would be for weights. Okay, I grabbed the wrong type of gasket. Did not need this. Those are extra. Needed the super long guys for the bottom. Okay. That is a straight gasket. Simple enough. A little bit hard to get like right on the money, but simple enough. Okay, next, these. So this, like I had suspected earlier, uses the M10 cap screws, and surprisingly there's only 2 of them. But yeah, gonna pull those out again. Actually, is this already the M10? Yeah, it is. Almost dropped that. Granted, there are spares, but I hate losing stuff. Okay. This little guy... No, upside down. Ah, that's really cool. That fits so nicely in there. I love it when things seem so, like, thoughtfully cared through. The fact that they put metal inserts for absolutely everything is a godsend, dude. For anyone who's ever gotten the Godspeed 75 from the Key Company, first of all, I don't know if the Key Company has become a better company over the years, but I know that they used to have a lot of shady practices and people didn't generally like them. But specifically to the Godspeed 75, it is so terrible because it has no threaded inserts. You're literally screwing into straight polycarbonate. Now that that's all done, we get these little taco bumpers and we put them into the corner of our PCB and plate assembly. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't do this correctly. So it has slots, so it actually just slides into the edge of the PCB and then holds there. That explains what makes them a bumper. So this actually just goes over the edge of the PCB. You can see. Okay. 4 bumpers on, and then the next step I believe is connecting the daughter boards. Yes. So you put it in the top case first. Okay. All right. So there's a particular way to do this. So upside down like this, I believe, correct? Yes. Connect this to this. Just trying to connect the JST connector into the daughter board here. So you just slide this here. Here you go. And then I kicked an Allen key. Or a Torx key, I guess would be it. And then there are tabs that you need the bottom housing to slide into. I want to make sure I do this correctly since it's all plastic. Okay, so you slide the bottom housing. There are tabs in the I already did this incorrectly because this was supposed to be in here already. But we are going to ignore that. And then we just slide in. There's these recesses. There's one there. And there's one over here. That's where the tabs go. Okay. That's that. And then after I do that, how do I screw this all together? Okay, so on its back. Oh, those super thick gaskets. I didn't know what they were. Those are the feet. What I thought were bump-ons, I already know now are the taco bumpers, which we already went over, but I didn't understand what these thick gold things were. Those are the feet. After I put the feet on, we screw this puppy in. Sorry for no overhead shots, guys. Things probably would have been a lot cleaner with it, but my overhead camera is just failing me today. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go to the drawing board, maybe get a new capture card. Maybe my capture card is just old and tired. It was some cheap thing on Amazon, so I'm not too stressed about it, but it's just one of those frustrating things. It's just like, come on, really? Like now, today? Because, worked fine before. Never disconnected it, never messed with it, but whatever. I'm gonna be anal about getting this thing straight. There we go. They went into the effort to make really nice gaskets, and I want to honor that effort by making sure I install them straight. And then all I gotta figure out is which screws they used for this back section, which I'm assuming is socket cap, but we'll see in a second. Oh, no, I didn't lay it all the way down yet. There we go. That's straight. Alright, and then I'm assuming socket cap screws. Talk to me. Yep, socket cap screws. Those are M10, which is the Allen Torx key I just... T10, sorry, not M10, because it's Torx. But that was the key that I kicked. Let's get this over with. Pour out the screws one last time, since we're just about done. How many are there? 4? Well, or there were 4, I just dropped one, but... Ugh, is the one that I dropped the one that I need? Hey, it's in my hoodie. I got it. So I got all the screws now. I'm gonna go outside in. You don't want to... And I'm also doing this very, very slowly, so I'm not immediately torquing these. I'm just getting the thread started, and then I will be once the threads get started on each, then I'll start tightening things down. Oh my god, come on, screw. Can't even get these threads started right now. Come on. Other side didn't give me any issues. Okay. Now that started. Oh, I actually didn't start the other side. I thought I did. Okay. I guess what I thought was tension was nothing at all, just inner. Go ahead. Alright. So, outer two are started. Inner two, about to get done. This one is... Again, these, while they may have metal inserts, still don't torque them down crazy. Just get them tight. These are still metal inserts in plastic, so aren't really meant to be hammered on. They give you really small Torx keys, really small Torx screws for a reason. Don't go nuts. And now, after I finish cleaning the rest of everything up, we are going to fully assemble this keyboard and have our keycaps on and have it really sound nice, have a typing test, and then I'm finally gonna go eat my dinner, which I actually have to go fetch now, but minor details. Trash will go over there. All my moving supplies out of the way. Need them anymore. All of that is away, and now it's just us and some keycaps. Alright, so this is the CRP base kit, and then to actually get any type of letter keys, you buy a kit from them and an associated language and sublanguage. So here we have English with Arabic sublegends. I find especially cool. Want to learn Arabic? Okay. Is... Oh, this isn't plugged in. Let me plug this thing in and figure out what each key is again. Okay, so that is that. And by that, I mean Windows key. I just press the corner key and it opened up the Windows menu. I know that that's the Windows key, so I will use a super keycap. Oh. That was stupid of me. I just put the wrong size keycap in that hole. Whoops. Put this shift key back. A 1.25 super, not a 1.75. Okay. Just made the same mistake again. Ooh. Are we still streaming? Yes, we are. Cool. Okay. I can't tell my 1.5s from my 1.25. Okay. That's definitely 1.2. No. What? Wait. Okay. Is that a defect? This is off center. So, if I were to put a 1.25, there's massive gaps. And you see how the left has a wider gap than the right. But, if I put what is supposedly supposed to be there. Wait, did I? Maybe I didn't move the case left. Maybe you're supposed to manually slide the case. That's the only thing I could really think of. So let me get that Allen key again. My bad, I guess. Did not realize I was supposed to slide the keyboard over. That's not on Omnitype, but I did not realize that. But that makes sense for a gasket mount. There's no solid mounting location, so just how it goes. When in doubt, especially with the quality keyboard kit as this one, blame yourself. There we go. I'm gonna center it based on this super key. Okay. Super key is now center. So we may reclamp this. For the record, I didn't completely undo the threads, so for anyone who wants to do this, who makes the same mistake, I mean, granted, these are short screws, so it doesn't really matter, but you don't technically have to completely undo your threads. You can just loosen it slightly. Good thing I realized that before I started putting more stuff on. That would have given me a headache, and I would have been really confused if I had already put together most of the keyboard, but yeah, now that fits. Again, when in doubt, blame yourself. Or Omnitype wouldn't just mess that up of their own volition. Super. Well, actually, is this? Let me see. Is this alt? What does VIA have this set up as? VIA has this keyboard kitted as. Okay. Okay, VIA just crashed. It's excellent, by the way. There we go. Left alt. Okay, I'm gonna make the. Alright, I'm gonna make left win, left control. Left alt will become left Windows key. So I actually need to switch this. Will now be super. I need a 1.5 control. Where you at? Function. No, what I'm looking for. Hyper. That's actually kind of cool. I might do hyper instead of super. Okay, so yeah, so that I like that layout. Yeah, left Windows key, left control. This right one will be alt. Cool. Oh. Don't look behind the curtain. And then control. So far, so good. Let me see if I can move webcam overlay, webcam control, webcam overlay, and then follower text. We're gonna move all that up here. And oh, you didn't see that. Okay, better. Now you guys can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Focus. Okay, so one way or another, something's gonna be out of focus. There's no way to have this all within focus at this point. Oh, wait. That's about as close as I'm going to get. Alright, so we'll keep that there, even though this side's still a little bit blurry, but nothing we can't figure out together, eh, guys? Okay, now we've got all that. I've got all my modifiers. Arrow keys are in here. Let me put the modifiers away. Actually not technically done with the modifiers. Delete, page up, page down, and then FN. Let me do those then. What does this say? Delete, page up, page down, FN. Okay. Okay, there's a top row delete. Page down. Code will be our FN key. For now, at least. Anyways, maybe I'll find an actual. Looking for a page up. That's second row. Which, figure out what actual R number that is. How is there not a single page? I mean, there's this, but that's actually a lower. Huh. There has to be more page ups in here. Yeah, there are. Okay. Okay. Ad break in a minute 30. I apologize to anyone who isn't currently okay. I don't know how to make someone VIP. Okay. I'm gonna make my brother VIP, but whatever. Do that another time. Okay, so escape. Top left. No F keys on this kit. I mean, not in this kit, in this board. There's an actual FN key. I like code. We'll keep code. So far, absolutely loving the quality of a CRP kit, by the way. Okay, where is... Okay, this is a page up. But this isn't the right profile for this. Are these page downs identical? Profile are no, actually. So this one is the correct profile for page down. And I guess this will have to be the correct profile for page up because there's no other option here. Well, there's this, but that isn't gonna... That's top row, which no. And there's no other page ups. That's fine. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Actually, I shouldn't say that's fine. Pretty sure that is all correct. I'm just overthinking it. And then after escape, okay, so now I no longer need this whole kit. We can actually get to the Arabic kit, which I'm gonna put all this away so I don't get anything mixed up and lost, since these keycaps aren't mine. This is all client stuff. Oh, I never actually grabbed the down arrow. How did I miss that? There it is. Easy peasy. And now we can collect our base kits. Well, I guess modifier kit? I don't even know what you'd call this. we're at the 2-hour mark. Did not expect it to take that long. That's keyboard building. To be fair, I have had a few delays with my family and stuff, so don't hold it too hard against me. WERTYU. This should go down. Oh, actually, because of the non-standard right shift, what is the layout of that? Okay, so it's just moved over one. My stomach is a grumbling. Why is that making sense? Oh. Opened up a whole freaking window. Alright, let me do this without the keyboard connected. Does VIA still detect it? No, that's annoying. Well, I shouldn't be surprised. I'll order. What do you want? Thanks, babe, but I think I'm just gonna do the halal just to make my life a little bit easier and not have to spend too much money either. Even though I do appreciate you offering. ZXC. Chick-fil-A is kind of what I'd want, but no. We saved the monies. Where's my caps lock key? Oh, I didn't grab that modifier. God damn it. No, not stepped. Where? Ugh, I hate myself for not grabbing it sooner. I refuse to dump out this whole bag again, though, so we're just gonna spend some time together. Found it. Hell yeah! They're closed. Oh my god, it's 9:45. I appreciate the effort, my loves. Halal it is. Let's just get this damn build over with. ASD, FGJ, no, FGHJ, KLM, KLM, KL, and then brackets, right? Yeah, GHJ. Okay, yeah, I got that right. KL brackets. Oh, there's two different Bs. Are they different profiles? They look the same. Okay. UIOP. So they have versions of your home keys. that have dashes or dots or just skull, or they're just what is the word, scalloped? By me or by you? I was gonna get it by me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4. Oh. Okay. 7, 8, 9. You know what's funny, actually? The one by you might deliver to my house, but I don't know if I'd be able to do my customizations if I did it that way. Where did my left shift go? When did I ever take off left shift? You can. What customizations? So I would do no salad with pita bread, and then I'm assuming they let you pick the sauces on the thing. I've never actually ordered Uber Eats for halal, so I don't actually know how it works, but it would be white sauce and hot sauce. But to be honest, for what it's probably gonna cost in delivery fees, I could just drive over. Can't do no salad, but can get pita bread. I could just drive over to the one by your house. Not that far. That's true. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna do the one by me, to be honest. The last time I had it, I didn't mind it at all. I actually I had a good time. It was a little cold, but that's just a matter of, you know, being outside and walking to my car. It'll be less time for it to get cold. That's true. Yeah. I just gotta grab that shit and run to the car as soon as he hands me it. Cause this wind outside, crazy. I'm excited. We're almost done. This is so cool. Okay. Now I need... Would it be this? No. Just that easy. It's just that easy, ladies and gentlemen. And we've got ourselves a Bauer Lite. Awesome. Light work. No reaction. I get closer or further to get the right focus? Yes. Me. There we go. Let's move aside those extra keys right now. Let's move this out the way. Do this right there. You know, we gotta bring my mans. Never forget where you came from. Okay. Took my screenshots. Now I can actually just type. Okay. I'm gonna put this over here. And hold on, let me pull up. Ooh, this thing sounds good. Oh, that sounds awesome. Let me get my rest. And then let me first do one, no monitor, no webcam, and then we'll get back into it in a second. Then we'll get back into the whole shebang for the stream, but this is for when I'm inevitably gonna edit this out later. Like edit it into like a shorter form for like other platforms and stuff. Stop the music. All right. Now, just for funsies, we'll do one together. What was the last one? Alright. We'll just do one together. That one was 115, 30 seconds, nothing crazy. Let's go for a good run here. No, I'm choking! Not at the end, Elvin! Ah! Alright, 124 at 97. I was consistent 130. I'm jacking, that's a 130. What is it, Raw? Raw's 124 too? Okay, well. I guess you can call me fucking consistent. That's annoying, but hey. Let me put y'all back towards me. I appreciate every which one of you that has sat through this. Shout out to the client for giving me business, to be honest. Yeah, we got ourselves a beautiful Bauer. I absolutely love this thing. Honestly, kind of want to hold on to it. I'm gonna need to get myself one because the thockiness of it with the injection molded plastic doesn't sound hollow. Surprisingly, the tactiles really take to this type of chassis. Keep it, he has enough, honestly. Yeah, he does have enough, but thank you, babe. I'm glad you think I killed it. I think that the Grim with the CRP was a good touch. I didn't know when we would finally get to use CRP. The client ordered those keycaps a while ago just to have them, since they do tend to sell out, and I'm glad we finally got to utilize them. Now this will be sent over to him, assuming he doesn't let me borrow it, because I might ask him to let me borrow it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I've enjoyed building this for you. It's been a while. I'm hoping to do some more. Please check out my card channel when that comes out. In my link tree, I will link it right after this stream. It'll be in the description of the YouTube channel that the VOD will be posted to for this build. And with that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I'm done. Peace.